Alright, UFC Emmett versus Vallejos. First pick. I was thinking about picking you know what? Last weekend I did pick a lot of underdogs. Charlie O versus Max Holloway. I did get four underdogs did win on that card, and I got three. I got the first two fights of the night, and then I got Charlie O. So I got three underdogs. What's up? But for this fight, first pick. I'm going with Pierre Rodriguez. I was thinking about picking Sam Hughes, but after their first fight, um, Sam Hughes fought a gassed, inexperienced Jacqueline Amarim, and then she loses to Yasmin, and then fights three strikers. Um, Dudikova, mostly a striker. She did gas out in that fight too. Pierre Rodriguez is already, experienced in 3 rounds. She already beat Sam Hughes. Um, she's on a win streak too. She was beating Carnellucci before getting disqualified. And the only other loss is to Jillian Robertson, who's, I'm pretty sure Robertson would beat Sam Hughes. So, yeah, picking Pierre Rodriguez. All right, next fight, I'm going with Su Young Yu. Um, this dude has been fighting as a professional since 2014, man. Elijah Smith barely started in 2021, and Yu has 3 losses already on his record. But if you go and check those 2 losses, those 2 recent losses are to those guys are really really fucking good. One guy is 10-1. I think the other guy is 11-0 or something like that. Um, and Elijah Smith's only loss is to Tracy Cortez's brother, who's 9-3 and who got destroyed by Peyton Talbot. And he's not that good. So I think Hughes fought the better competition. Um, he's more experienced, has almost twice as many fights as Elijah Smith. He's been a pro way longer. And Elijah Smith fought Aaron Tao on the Contender Series, who's 5'4". He's real short. And he managed to land, I think, like 60 some strikes or something like that. He landed a good amount. So if Aaron Tao can land that many, I know you may not be the striker, or I don't know. But if Tao can land that many and he's shorter, I'm pretty sure you can land and get some takedowns and maybe even control him for a good amount. So I'm going with you as my first underdog pick for this card. All right, next underdog, I'm picking Rendon just because I don't think the odds make sense on this fight. Mesquita's just a one-dimensional wrestler, grappler. This is MMA. Rendon, I feel like she can strike. Mesquita's only had one fight in the UFC, and it's to Irina, who's just one of the worst fighters, female fighters, to ever get into the UFC. And she took 2 rounds to finish her, so I'm pretty sure it's gonna take Mesquita a lot longer to finish Rendon, especially since Rendon's kind of like a grappler, pressure, clinch fighter. I think she should definitely not be a plus 350, and that's the only reason why I'm picking her as an underdog. Next fight, I'm going Hector Sosa. Dude just lost his father when he fought in the Contender Series, and he still fought on the Contender Series, so this means a lot to him. He wants to win. Lacerda's pretty much a layup. Dude has low fight IQ. You would think he would shoot a lot more takedowns, but he doesn't. He likes to strike, so I feel like Hector Sosa can handle it, no problem. And Lacerda's only win in the UFC is to someone who I think Sosa would beat the shit out of. So going Hector Sosa. Next fight, I'm going Vallejos underdog. I've never picked him as an underdog before, but just looking at their records, man, something's telling me to pick him. Plus, he's at plus 270 something, or like something like that. He should not be like that. Manuel Souza. I mean, from what I think he was losing this contender series fight. It's just the guy that he was fighting gassed out. Balaji Oki's pretty good, man. He almost beat Mason Jones. If Mason Jones didn't have the wrestling, he did drop him. He beat Timmy Kawamba. He beat Michael Aswell. I think Balaji Ogi's pretty proven at this point. His only losses are to Chris Duncan and to Mason Jones. So like those are not bad losses at all. You have Souza over here going to split decisions with 18 and 10. Um, I don't know, man, but I don't think Balaji Oki should be a plus 270, so I'm picking Balaji Oki. Um, I just in 2022 he did beat a 13 and 0 fighter, so and then from there he knocked out a guy in round one, and then beat Timmy Kwamba split decision. And then he ran into Chris Duncan. It's not a bad loss. Then he beat Michael Aswell. It's really good. He threw a lot of strikes in that fight. And from what you can see, he throws 6 points something per average. And he has a takedown average. Manuel Souza will not shoot any takedowns. At least he didn't shoot anything in his contender series fight. So and Balaji Oki can go the whole 3 rounds, 15 minutes. So I'm gonna pick Balaji Oki. I'm going Chris Curtis here. Um, he's fought at 170 before, but ever since he got to the UFC, he's been at 185. He's going back to 170. He's used to fighting bigger guys that are trying to take him down. Rodolfo Vieira, Brendan Allen. Rodolfo Vieira at 185 shot 20 takedowns on Chris Curtis and couldn't take him down once. And when Rebecki was stuffing Orobai's takedowns, he was fucking killing Orobai at 155. So I think Chris Curtis is live here. He's fought way better competition and he's way more experienced. And so I'm going Chris here. Next fight, I'm picking Brad Tavares, Eric Anders. I mean, both these guys are in the same stage of their careers. But Eric Anders is getting rocked in almost every single one of his fights. And so is Tavares. But, Tavares is at least making it to the third round. And, Eric Anders is getting rocked by Jamie Pickett. I mean, he won the fight, but dude, you're getting rocked by Jamie Pickett. He got rocked by Marc-Andre Barriault. And that's because he shot 11 times. And he was only able to take Marc-Andre Barriault down one time. So Brad Tavares has pretty good takedown defense also. But I'm picking Brad Tavares. Next fight, I'm going Charles Johnson. And I should start saying this from now on. But I did get Bruno Silva as an underdog his last fight. And now I'm going Charles Johnson. If you compare their last 5 fights, Charles Johnson's last 3 wins are really fucking good. And Bruno Silva's are good too, but they're not as good. And look at the losses. It's Bruno Silva's losses are, like, I would say better, but it's kind of weird because you got Charles Johnson over here that knocked out Joshua Van, and that's one of Bruno Silva's losses. But still, the height, the reach, I'm going Charles Johnson. This is another weird one, but I'm going Vitor Petrino. Not betting on it though. I would never bet on an Anthony Smith victim. But this is heavyweight Petrino. Steven Asplund. He lost to Freeman. He actually got subbed by him in round 2, and Freeman's pretty boring. He just got finished by Ho kick. And yeah, I think Petrino got it. If he can take him down, can strike with him. So yeah, I'm picking Petrino. Alright, next fight. I'm going Rahiki. He showed me on Contender Series that, he can get rocked and almost put away and still come back and win the fight. He went through fucking hell and he still got that dub. And Hardwick will only take 10 leg kicks and he's done. That's all I gotta say. Next fight, I'm going Andre Feely, man. I don't give a fuck. Put some respect on Feely. He's been in the UFC since 2013. Over 10 years, he's fought everybody. And both these guys have fought Nathaniel Wood. I know if you look at the stats say that Feely only got 1 knockdown, but go back and watch that fight. He drops Nathaniel Wood in round 1 and in round 2. But Nathaniel Wood does rock Feely also. But I don't know, man. It's a close fight, and I don't think Feely should be a plus 200. So, I'm picking him. I don't give a fuck. I'm going Feely. Alright, next fight. This was a tough one for me. But I'm going Kutalaba. I'm going to rely on 10 years of experience instead of 2. And, Kutalaba has wrestling. He has volume. He has pressure. So, plus, Umar C only threw 30-some strikes against Alonzo Manafield, who's shorter than Kutalaba. And I know Alonzo has power, but Kutalaba has the wrestling, he has the experience, so I'm going to go with that instead. Next one, I'm going Jillian Robertson. I can't trust Lemos at this point, man. She just gets taken down way too much, and she's not going to learn. So I'm going Jillian Robertson. Next fight, I'm going Kevin Vallejos. It's pretty much an easy pick. Vallejos should destroy Emmett, who's 41 and just taking so much damage at this point. And Emmett has a 1-punch chance, but that's all he's got. But I'm going Vallejos all the way. Should knock out Emmett within the first 2 rounds. 3 rounds most. But yeah, I'm going Vallejos. Easy pick. And those are my picks for this week, this weekend's card.